These are the adventures of a small little club called Kingstonian. We've done quite well. We've managed to upset the odds. However, sometimes when you play Football Manager, you gotta pay attention to trends. And on today's show, we're gonna analyze our system and get ready for what I expect to be a downturn. My name is Daljit. This is Bustthenet. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to stay in touch for more videos like this. One thing I learned about Football Manager over the years is you gotta be sitting back and evaluating how you do, right? Every 10 or so games. Now we're top of the table. Everything actually looks good. I mean, one would think that I'm storming away, but actually, if you look at our run, there's cause for concern. I don't know if you remember, I think on the third episode, I actually did an analysis to see where we were sitting, and we were creating at least two clear-cut or two big chances a game. The AI took 2 games to create 1. That meant that we were doing quite well. So it coincided with this period of time where we were beating some teams quite handsomely, like Slough, Go Sport. Teams that were expected to beat us, we were thrashing them. So we were doing quite well. I mean, Bromley, we drew away. And then even we went away to Dag and Red, who are from the conference, and they couldn't beat us. They needed penalties to get through to the next round of the FA Cup. But it was around November, and generally this usually happens towards the end, right? I mean, not during winter. It always happens during winter. It's the winter, I don't know what we want to call this period, but it happens during this period. So if I were to look at this period here, this is really good. I mean, I did an analysis. I always do this, right? Once I get to September, I do an analysis. Where am I? How have I done with my chances? 2 big chances a game, that's really good. How do I know all this information? You go to team report. But I don't go to team report just yet. I want to just take a look here. So in the last couple of matches, we went from being, scoring more than other people. Of course, we concede goals. But then we started struggling, 1-0 wins, and then we drew. Metha. I don't know how to pronounce this club, but they're from the VNN. Now this was at this point I started asking, okay, I think it's about time I started analyzing my system, because we couldn't beat them in the FA Trophy. It's very annoying because I've never won the FA Trophy in all the years I played Football Manager. This is the one trophy I've never won, so it's become a kind of a. It's become my Moby, my white whale. So I'm getting very annoyed with this. So again, I failed to win. I failed to go through. It's very annoying. It really is extremely annoying. So if you look at this run wasn't so good. So remember what I said earlier, when first 15 games, 2 big chances for every one. Now, how do you know all this information? You go to the analyst report. It's actually quite easy nowadays. But now the analyst report, you have to bear in mind one thing. The analyst report collates the information over a series of matches, right? So we have played something like 26 games already. So the analyst report basically tells you about the entire season. So in the previous 25 matches, we have stuck rigidly to our 4-2-2 DM. So this is what they say. Actually, yeah, more or less, we've only played with this system. But look at this now. Things have changed. It used to be 1 chance every 30, 37 minutes or 38 minutes. So I had a chance of at least getting 2+. And other teams took 60 over minutes. Right? I still remember it was about 60. So they needed 2 games to score 1. They needed about 2 games for them to get a scoring chance. But now it's fairly even. This is not good because it points to certain issues. And when I look at this, 15 of the 31 assists in the last 43 matches have come from deep positions. Of course, I could go through the game and start analyzing. I'm looking for every single deep position that I can find, which means I have to go through every single game. And honestly, I don't have that kind of time. I mean, I've been playing these games really fast. Key highlights, some even on commentary mode. Right? That's how easy FM20 is at the moment. I really feel that it's really easy. So I could go into each game and start analyzing, but I've been paying attention. After a game, I'll just look and say, okay, fine, they scored a goal like this, they scored a goal like that. like against Welling. This is just one game. It cannot be considered a yardstick for every single game. There's no way you should do that. But the analyst report is actually a very good starting point. So against this team, as you can see, over the top. Again, we'll slow this down. This is a common theme. I mean, I do this to other teams, and now other teams are doing it to me. Because more and more, the teams are sitting back now. They are the ones now doing the same Mickey Mouse shit I was doing to them. They're doing it to me now. So I am facing a similar situation. Teams are drawing me out and then popping one over the top. So I am reaching a point where I'm going, they're all almost similar. Look at this. Boom. One more over the top. So this one game is like telling me that I have to start reconsidering how I play. Should I change my tactic? This is a very interesting point. I'm not going to change the way I play because I still think this is the best way for me to move forward. Dynamics-wise, we're doing very well. Team cohesion is very good. Dressing room atmosphere is very good. The support for me is very good. In terms of the hierarchy, we've got now Saravaya is now a team leader. He's fairly ambitious, which actually means I can use him to tutor people. They have to be in the same unit. This is an attacking unit. And if I'm looking at my attacking unit, right, and I ask, where is Saravaya? Okay, so we remove this group. And we remove this group because I'm not interested in these two. I got Johal, Javed, and Callum Forward. This is a good group for him to go and mentor. So for the first time in a hell of a long time, I'm actually going to mentor an LLM team. I've never done this before. Because I've never seen the need to do this. But now I want to extract every single advantage I can from the game, because now it becomes really important for me to start paying attention to things. In terms of training, schedule and calendar, we're reaching a point now where I probably need to get a bit more involved in training. So far, the Assman has been doing everything and I've left him to his own devices. But now I want the bonuses. So we've got Bar City and Chippen. This attacking movement will roll into these two games. So we're going to do match preparation, defensive shape as well. So a bit more match preparation. To be honest with you, there's very little you can do as a semi-professional team. You can't just go there and I'm going to get tactile familiarity with every single team. I want everybody's attributes to be beautiful and nice. That doesn't happen with lower league teams. You've got to, I find that you have to play for the wins, right? So in terms of the tactics, we've been using this now. I've named this tactic already. It's called Kingspawn because this is a damn bloody good tactic for a lower league team. What I have come up with is a strategy for most of my games. It revolves around simply just using my play instructions. Against some of the more defensive teams, generally I used to counter, and I would remove pass into space, sometimes work ball into box, sometimes hit early cross, right? But generally the go-to is this. If a team is camping and they don't want to come out, then I always use play out of defense because I need to draw them out. That's how play out of defense now works. A lot of people don't seem to realize that team instructions have changed. The way we use team instructions is going to be different in FM20 as opposed to FM18. Now you can use play out of destruction, play out of defense, okay, to destroy teams who are camping in their own half. So you use play out defense, especially if you have a creative midfield, then the midfield drops, right? Because what is going to happen is these two players, they're going to come a bit closer to your midfield line. And in doing so, they pull the opposition closer, because every time you pass the ball to one of them, the opposition has to step up. If they're playing with a high line of engagement, that's fine. If they're playing on a low line of engagement, maybe it won't work so well. But this allows us to at least pull some of their players out. Now, some teams are going to play with a high press. When they play with a high press, play our defense is not good enough for us because we're going to lose the ball. So I have to, so in those kind of matches, what I do is I don't use play our defense. If they're playing with wing backs, I tend to hit early crosses and pass into space. And I tell my goalkeeper to distribute it to my fullbacks. So that's plan B. Now plan C is, so there are 3 sets of team instructions, right? So the first set is against teams that are defensive. Against teams that are defensive, I play our defense, work ball into box, and Yeah, play our defense, work ball into box. That's it. Okay. Against teams that are very that are attacking me and I'm being pushed back to defend, I remove play our defense. I hit early crosses and pass into space. If I'm not sure, that means that if I'm going to a game and I'm not really sure what they're gonna do, then I remove play out of defense and work ball into box. And I don't use pass into space. So it's really situational. So we've got this very big match now coming against Havan. So Havan, if I'm looking at the table and you look at the table and the expectations, Havana expected to be one of the favorites to go down. Our odds have gotten worse, 35 to 1. It was actually 16 to 1 at one point. I was like very excited. I was thinking, hey, we're 16 to 1 now. Yeah, guess what? This is one thing I don't like about the game. Right? I'm sitting at the top of the table. Come on, give me better odds. I would love it if the odds became better and the team suddenly started becoming really difficult to play against. I've got other issues as well. I've got some really outstanding performances I managed to extract from K. Woolard Innocent. Okay, he's played extremely well, but I think I've been overplaying him a bit too much. He's young, he's 20 years old, and I can't keep pushing this kid. And I made a mistake. My mistake was to play him in the FA Trophy because he's my Moby Dick. Okay, I wanted to win this, but we didn't. We lost quite convincingly. So that's put us into a really bad spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually ask Joshua Webb to be the wing back. Windsor and So will have to handle the central midfield. And this is the thing. My lineup is actually pretty standard now. I don't really change it very much. Harry Osborne I might still call on Woolard Innocent. Sean Francis is not going to be playing. We've got youngsters that are brought through, like Mr. Declan Apu from the youth team, right? So he's 21 years old, shouldn't even be in the youth team. I got players in the main team who are much more older, and this player, Derbyshire. At the start of the season, I expected to sell him because I couldn't. I was asking myself, how can I fit a player with low anticipation? But look at this, it's got 10 goals in 21 games. So I guess I have had to play of the match 5 times. He's turned around and proved me wrong. So we're going to keep on using him. So small little changes to my system. Okay, we use Romain as a target man. Now people are going to go, why the hell are you using this guy as a target man? Isn't his jumping reach really shit? Well, remember target man is basically the chance of I'm trying to get people to pass to him, right? So if pass into space is triggered, then Elliot Romain is a nice target man, right? Because he's got decent off the ball, gets away, he might be able to score a goal. So that's the reason why I have a target man, even if he's not very tall. Okay, so for this game, we're not going to use player defense. We're not going to use pass into space. I'm still going to use hit early crosses because I'm a bit concerned about the opposition that we're facing. However, our defensive line now is standard line of engagement, standard defensive line. Remember the report earlier that said a lot of our assists come from our deeper positions. I'm hoping this counters that. So here we are. We're getting ready for the game. Our players are all set. I'm just hoping this works, man. Seriously. Fabio oh no, this is getting from bad to worse. I really don't have a lot of players available for this big game. So a lot of my first choice players, the guys who have driven this team to where we are, can't play. This guy is a big assist generator. He's 10 assists for the season, and I can't use him today because he's not 100%. You don't play players below 85. First rule of thumb. So here we go. It's going to be Kingsborn, the 422 DM versus a 1. We travel away. We haven't been able to beat this team. Right? They came to our home turf, and well, the scoreline ended as a draw, and now this is going to be a much, much tougher game. I did a real Ahab on this FA Trophy. I shouldn't have been, but my problem is this, right? It always happens in this game. Reason will go out the window occasionally. I mean, quite often actually. So here we go. I mean, I have a strategy in place for this match. Before we begin, so our strategy is going to be pretty simple, right? So we're going to hit early crosses. We're not going to play our defense. Maybe I'll just remove this as well. Yeah. But this means I'm just taking hits and they're just going to keep coming and coming and coming at me. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go on a lower line of engagement. For the first time, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go wider. I'm going to try and hit them hard. Use tighter and get stuck in. With no outside trap. In fact, let's make it more interesting. We're gonna have a very low, we're gonna have a very deep block. Okay. And we're gonna go very attacking. Okay. We're gonna be more disciplined in our back line. And when we get a chance to, we're just gonna hoof the ball up. Hit the early cross and hope to go. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It sounds like we're playing very defensive. The team instructions say I'm playing very defensively, right? Okay, here we are. Here we go. Oh, I've been playing on complimentary mode. All right, so we got Deacon free kick into the box, and he's not getting anywhere near the box, near the goal. That's good. Okay, we got a throw. Really? Excuse me. We're supposed to be defending. Webb into the box. Parker. It's cleared only as far as Cook. Cook gives it back to West. West is out wide. He's going to have support. And he gets it. And he gets us a corner. The bold and the beautiful. Come on, boys. Very attacking. Yes. Windsor. Give it back to So. The seeds of love. Windsor out wide. Whoever was meant to be there, well, he didn't get the message. Margaret Romain heads it on for Osborne. Osborne finds Cook. Cook gives it back to Osborne. They're being friends here. Chambers, don't be stupid. Yes, give it to Derbyshire. Like as if I knew that was gonna come. Alright, so far it's a free kick for Taylor into the wall. It tries again the second time, but Derbyshire comes away with it. He slides it for Romain. Romain is... That was a damn good challenge. You see, the thing about me and counter-attacking football is I don't play counter-attacking football on defensive mentality. If I want to play counter-attacking football, I play it on attacking and very attacking mentalities. Greenwood picks it up. Gives it back to West. West goes down. End to end, man. This is end to end. The moment we get the ball, we hoof it up straight. We don't believe in taking our own sweet ass time, building play nicely. No. We're gonna send it back to you. Ayunga. But I have no illusions about this match. I don't expect us to win. We've got to throw in a dangerous position. Webb to So. Webb puts it into the box. It's West! Yes. You misjudged the fly of the ball. And you're punished. Thank you very much. Come on, boys. Demand more from you. We are defending with a massive... The first time I'm playing with a low block. Okay. Alright, we got Ayunga to Osborne. Osborne plays it back to Parker. Parker looks long. Edge gives it back to Chambers. Chambers says, thank you very much. Who can I pass it to? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm looking. I need to see another view. Sideline view. Does he have options? Chambers, he can go here. I don't have to change mentality with some of these players. Don't think so. Chambers plays it long. Yeah, he's going to give it back to the keeper. We have to change. I need to see another view. Farman. Well, I do expect them to score. Deacon, Owens, Osborne, Cook. So far, they haven't had any assists from deeper positions yet. Chambers brings the ball forward, but... Okay, run at defense, remove. We just saw that. I don't think that's a smart thing to do right now. It's an equalizer for Havan and Waterloo. Yes, they've scored the equalizer. My fault. That was totally my fault. Run at defense. Why am I running at defense when I want to play counter-attacking football? Damn it, stupid me. Because my boys should be running from deeper positions just asking for trouble. Deacon. If I want them to run, I just choose the right rows in the final third. Then those guys will run, right? But damn it. Made a mistake. Owens, Paxman, Osborne shoots. And the keeper somehow manages to parry it away for a corner. Okay, we've got a corner, 15 minutes on the clock. Deacon cleared. Is Greenwood, passes it to Romain. Romain turns, sees options. Yeah. Oh, nervous. Come on, boys. Encourage all of you. Does that work for nervous? I don't know. Derbyshire, back to Chambers. Chambers puts into the box. Romain's header is just wide. Fired up. Mr. Nervous is on the pitch. Paxman, Osborne out wide. Chambers clears the danger. Osborne under pressure. It's Cracknell. Deacon. Deacon slides because tight marking at the back. That's a problem with tight marking. Come on. Rory Deacon is injured. Okay, that's good news. Not that I mean it in real life, but you know, it's good news for us because he was giving us a bit of trouble. Romain back to So. Okay, now there I shouldn't say that. Now So is injured. Romain, I need So playing. Windsor back to So. So out to Williams. Bowers skips once, puts it in. It didn't go over the line. Shit. But then, oh man, it rippled the net, right? It rippled the net. How can it not go over the line if it rippled the side netting? Damn it, Ayunga, you're offside. Oh man, Gasso 6.6, George Winchell 6.5. We cannot take off players at the moment. I need my plan B. My plan B is Saravaya and Woolard Innocent. That doesn't leave me a lot of room for substitutions. So I have to be very careful how I use my subs right now. My subs on the bench are my plan B, but they're only 80%. So now is not the right time to bring them on as well. Owens out to Paxman, to Osborne. I could be turning to Ahab. Seriously, I mean, I'm thinking of bringing players on and they might get injured. And I'm more than willing to accept a defeat here. But I seem to lose the plot the moment I'm in a match. Then all emotion takes over. Ollie Cook is 6.3. Damn it, all these players, they should be performing, but they're not. All low determination idiots. 43 minutes and 20 seconds. Defending a corner, we are. 44 minutes. I'm gonna wait for second half and then I'll bring on those players. Williams Bowers 6.5. I'm gonna throw the book at the boys. Saravaya for this guy. First substitution change. Okay. Cook. Goes to nope. Ayunga to Owens. Out to Cracknell. I'm toying with the idea to make a formation change because of the injury to Gasso and yeah. Gasso is gonna. Windsor can play here. Romain is up here. I'm gonna get Derbyshire to play here. Saravaya can play there. West can play here. Windsor can play here. And So can play at the back. Webb can come here. And we can bring on this player. Counter press. High line of engagement. Yep. Alright. Confirm changes. Give team talk. Yeah, I don't know what he just said. I wanted to give a team talk, but I'm so nervous about this game that I just forgot what I was supposed to do properly. I just made a mistake. Windsor to West. Out he goes to Willard Innocent. Crosses the ball. Get in. Okay. All right, boys. We go down the flanks. I noticed they have wing backs that are giving us a bit of space. So Willard Innocent comes in. Moment he pops in, only he gives us a cross and an assist. Come on, boys. Demand more. 2-2. Okay, we've got whatever this is supposed to mean. Derbyshire. You come here. Alright. Leo Chambers, come on, man. I think wingback and defense will be fine. Let's not be too ambitious with our tactic. We wanted the equalizer, we got it. Now let's just make sure that, because in FM20 these wingbacks are a bit too aggressive sometimes. So it's kind of good to just put them on defense mode. West out to Windsor, Windsor out to Romain. Romain shoots, it's offside. Okay, 89 minutes to go. Leo Chambers is 6.0. This is gone off 5.9. Leo Chambers, you're here. Come on, perform, man. Over the no. Oh, 2-2. Havant and Waterloo will against Kingstonian. Slin kicks. West can't get there. Osborne does. He finds space for Ayunga. Ayunga shoots and the keeper makes a brilliant save. Come on, boys. I can't demand more. Romain heads it clear. It's Derbyshire heads it on. It's a throw for Willard Innocent to take. Derbyshire. The poacher finds Windsor. Windsor plays it back to Willard Innocent, whose cross earlier got us back into the game. West out to Windsor. Windsor is going to take a pot shot. It got it! Yeah! Whoa! It's 3-2. What a comeback. West out to Windsor. Smashes it, hits the post, but Romain is there. Oh man, yes. Okay, what do we do? Okay. Alright, so far it's been working. No more pass into space. Don't hit the early cross because we're just going to give the ball away. Don't run any defense because it's just going to ask for trouble. What we're going to do now is we're going to time waste the shit out of this game. We're going to regroup as well. Out of possession. High line against standard defensive line. Fine. Counter. Okay. In fact, hold the shape and regroup. Okay. Web. We don't even want to counter attack now. We just want to hold our shape. Crosses the ball straight. Okay, go ahead. Get back in defense. 87 minutes on the clock. Okay. Don't No! He's disallowed. Come on, that defender is useless today. He's just playing badly at the moment. What can I do? I can't take Leo Chambers off. Yeah, I can't take Leo Chambers off. There's nobody else who can play there. We got few more minutes. Saravia. It's a counter attack. Rutherford brings it forward. They got 3 coming up to support, and Chambers is just dust. Is that Chambers? If there's anything else in this world, if you did that, he did enough. Romain, bring the ball forward, Romain. Slide it. You stupid piece of shit. You forgot to have dinner, did you? No energy. Rutherford, no. Is this allowed again? I can't take this Mickey Mouse shit no more. Come on, man. We just got a few more minutes. This is going to be a huge win. Havan, it's there. We did it. We actually did it. Holy cow, we did it, man. What a look at that 5 clear cut. They had so many chances to win. Their finishing was atrocious, but we didn't miss. We did not miss. He did not miss. He ends his goal drought. Finally, man. You've ended your goal drought. I'm so happy for you. Make it 27 unbeaten. Holy shit. We went to the second system. This is like a very defensive system of mine, right? When push comes to shove, sometimes there's only one. I look, it wasn't as if this is a magical tactic or whatever. It's just got these two. All I saw earlier was in this game, they were attacking us. I mean, what did I see, right? This is the most important thing. What did I see in this game that made me think that I should change formations? All right, what I'll do is I'll go to I started seeing it at the 45th, second half. Started second half. I noticed it in the second half. It wasn't here. Okay, it was in open play. There we go. This is images like this, right? So I have to go into 2D. All right, so this is what I was watching, right? So, okay, so they get the ball, they attack. Then this guy started moving forward. You see? This guy started moving forward. The moment this guy started moving forward, I was thinking to myself, okay, look, they have space down this flank. All right, so I look at this. This is just, he's like, you know, and I don't even know what formation they were playing because I intentionally left the widget out, right? I didn't want to see the widget. Because when I see the widget, it makes me lazy. I don't actually pay attention to the games. See this? Look at what positions they've taken up. So this is very high up the pitch. So I started noticing these patterns in the game. So when I noticed these patterns, that's when I was thinking to myself, isn't this not a bad option? So if Willard Innocent can get down, because he might get down the flanks, which is funny enough because he's a wingback on defense. The problem with this game at the moment is I probably expect them to fix this with the update, but these guys are just too damn aggressive, even on defense duty. I mean, it's like ridiculous, right? So wait, was it Romaine's goal, right? So we brought him on. There, look at where Willard Innocent is. This is where Willard Innocent is. Wingback on defense. Gets forward. But I've always said, this is what I didn't expect to see from Willard Innocent. Him ending up in this position. So I never expected to see him in this position. So that was a surprise. So and then I think we introduced him and he contributed twice. Right? So this is Willard Innocent again. And then they play the ball out wide and Willard Innocent comes in to deliver the cross. So there was space there, a lot of space that they took advantage of. It's almost as if this game, I know that the pass risk shoot algorithm or pass risk tackle algorithm, there's a new algorithm at play here. And I have a very strong feeling that it's also related to available space on the pitch. So if there's available space on the pitch, a role is going to naturally go into that position, right? But it will largely depend on the mentality that you're using. So we were using a positive mentality, not a defensive mentality. If it was defensive mentality, maybe he wouldn't have been so aggressive. But because we were in a positive mentality, there was space. He made a decision to go down the flank and drop in across, which is actually a brilliant move because he had no pressure, right? So he made that decision and I was actually quite impressed. So we managed to come from behind and win against Havan and Waterlooville. This is one hell of a game, man. Holy shit. I couldn't believe the emotions that were running through me. Ow! Damn. I'm too old. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this game. Getting too old for this game. So tactically, we haven't really changed very much. This is still a system that we use. We got Kingsborn now. This is our tactic, our go-to tactic. But So is out for a while, I guess. 2 weeks. That's a disappointment. But the win is worth it, right? Because these Havant and Waterlooville were probably going to be one of the teams that could have pulled us in. So we've beaten them. This is a massive win for us because it opens up a big, nice gap between us and Havant. Now we just got Wilston left, and Wilston are actually playing quite well. They've lost to Havant away, Hungerford and Concord. And Concord are going to be a tough match as well. So we play another promotion candidate very, very soon in Concord. And then we play Wilston. And I'll probably have my next update closer to this period here where we play Bromley, Hampton, Richmond. Or my next update could be end of season, what happens next. Because I'm playing this game quite fast. So I'm quite happy with how we did. There's no point looking at analysis because I switched tactics once I saw something happen in the game. I always say that I'm willing to take a defeat, right? But then when I get into a game, I lose all sense of composure. I always do. There's no way logic prevails when I'm playing this game. Okay, logic goes out of the window, emotion comes in, it takes root in my heart, and it sits on me like a bloody cloud. But then again, that's what makes this game so much more fun to play with. And at the end of the day, it is a game. It is not. I don't believe it's a simulation. I never did. I mean, I think it tries to simulate the results, but not the way it's played on the pitch. No, since day one, I've always said that, right? Because we got to remember when they started calling this a simulation back in 2D. Right? So there was no before 2D. They used to say this is a simulation of actual world results based on blah 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 blah. So the 3D engine and all that stuff is just a I don't know what to say. But hell, man, this is something else. I'm still recovering, so I probably need a few hours to recover from this, and I was thinking of doing another show. So if you enjoyed it, just let me know. If you have any questions, please look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Now, I know people have been asking me questions about where to install all the files that you see on the folders. Well, it's actually C Documents, Sports Interactive, that section there. You install it and you call it up. I mean, yeah, it's there. There's so many guides. I actually have a video on how to install my schedule. So if you're not sure, please check that video out on YouTube. Once again, I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel one way or another. You make these kind of shows possible for the rest of the community. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.